Thank for that. Burnley are pretty much relegated to the Championship. And I'm so happy. This is not what you expected, is it? Maybe you thought I'd be really upset, maybe I'd be really sad or angry. But no, honestly, I'm actually very relieved. After a slight bit of hope, after just narrowly beating a 10 men for almost full 90 minutes Brentford team, I had a bit of hope and delusion. Because I guess that's the point of football, that you're meant to be having some hope, otherwise, what's the point? Now, the hope is now dead. After a well-earned point away at Chelsea, after being down to 10 men for absolute nonsense, and then Wolves, that was an absolute must-win, but we failed to take advantage yet again against a side that didn't even have most of their players even available because they were all injured. And then, of course, we got Everton, who haven't won a single game since the last time they played against Burnley in December. They've gone, I believe, 13 games without a win until they beat Burnley again. And if you haven't seen the goal that we conceded against Everton, then please check it out. I can't play it here, obviously, but of course, check it out. It's really funny. The entire Everton game was pretty much Burnley's season in 90 minutes. Their ill discipline let us down, our own defensive mistakes let us down, and then failing after being given a ton of possession, I think 63% possession that we were given. Give Burnley the ball and we won't break you down. And then wait for us to make a mistake and then capitalise on that. Welcome to playing against Burnley. The entire season can be described as that. Just give us the ball, we won't break you down, and then eventually we will make a mistake at the back and you'll just do a quick little break and score. Every single time. And you may be saying, Liam, but you and other people predicted Burnley to be, like 14th. I said 14th, okay? I saw people that's not Burnley fans say 11th, okay? 12th. I said 14th. I thought I was being somewhat reasonable. No, that's why if you are a Leicester fan, Leeds fan, Ipswich fan, whoever gets promoted from Championship, good luck. You do not want to be here. Like, I was thinking of doing like an actual sort of, in-depth and, like video essay type of video. But as it's about my own club, I can't be bothered with it. Burnley had such high hopes, and basically what happened, as I've said tons of times, the team that we got promoted with, we basically said, we don't need any of that, and then just sign a bunch of other players, which again had no experience in the Premier League to begin with anyway. And unsurprisingly, like, one of the only players that actually looks like they actually belong at this level is a player that had some experience and is not 19, which was Sander Berg. I fully rate one player that we signed though, in the likes of Wilson Odobert. I think is a fantastic footballer. Just a shame that a defence keeps putting the ball in the back of our own net. Now you may be saying here, right, why are you still keeping company? Because in Premier League, as it's I genuinely... The Premier League is not what it's all cooked up to be. If you are a team that's not in top 6, if you're a top 6 fan, you do not understand how the league is for pretty much everyone involved that's not part of top 6. It's so fucking boring. The VAR officials and nonsense every single week. I just want to talk about the football, even if they're awful. Just talk about how bad we are. I don't care about every single week these pumped up prefects who are fucking god complex in a caravan somewhere, having control with every single aspect of the game. I saw the other day against Wolves, it was a goal 90th minute, and people saying, oh, it's part of the rules, it's an offside position, of course it should be written off. You are a fucking paedophile. I'm sorry, this is not football, because if that's the case, every single fucking weekend there'll be 20 odd goals written off for that same reason. If this is a valid offside in your own opinion, honestly, then I don't know what to say to you. I think that you are stupid, because this simply is not what VAR should be used for. One thing I hate, this is just going to be a rant video, I hate it when, it's not just Burnley, but Burnley fans have been part of it, but every club, Wolves or West Ham or Liverpool or United or Chelsea, it's all this victim mentality of, oh, the league's against us, they don't want us here, they want us out. Every fucking week, it's always fans crying of the fact that the league must be corrupt against the top 6, while simultaneously stupid decisions goals against the top 6. I made us do an entire video on modern football, just titled Modern Football. I'm going to do that for next week. I think that'd be a great video, because honestly, I just am bored of it, and I am so happy to be down in the Championship, okay? And if we do go up next year, it'll probably be awful again, but that's another issue, right? I don't like the fact that I've got so much almost confidence of getting promoted next year, being in top 6, winning the league, whatever. I don't like that, because I shouldn't feel that way. And I feel bad for other fans of teams in Championship that feels like that's only inevitable because of the difference in quality of the Prem and the Championship is so vast that Burnley may sell 2-3 players, make, I don't know, 20 mil or something. You said like Wilson Odobert, he'd probably be worth a good couple of mil. And that's already way more than any other team can spend in the vast majority of the Championship. So we've got a massive advantage. And we could be seen as one of the lucky ones to be having that kind of opportunity. Tactically, to explain it, basically Burnley, what went wrong this year is that we just completely gutted the team that got us here in the first place, while simultaneously bringing in players that had no experience at this level to begin with, playing a level of football which it's stupid to play with a team of players that have never been at this level before. I think out of our entire team, maybe, I don't know, 5 has actually been in Premier League of our main starting 11. The rest are, from France or from, Germany, which is like, good leagues, but to play really expansive football, which we're trying to do, which we keep failing each week, is just inevitably going to fall apart. Be insistent on playing the best goalkeeper in League One ahead of the best goalkeeper in the Championship. Signings were hopeful for quite a few. Many players we spent a lot of money on, like Mike Trezor, just hasn't really been played at all in recent months. He was played a bit at the start, most times out of position, and then was never played again. And I believe his cost is about 20 million quid. Then Aaron Ramsey from Aston Villa was bought for, I think, 18 million quid or something like that as well. Wasn't played for an injury. Played as a number 10, was really good, then didn't play for 3 more months, and then came back to only play as a right winger, which is not his position, and then get injured. He also signed a bunch of wingers to replace the wingers that were already good in the first place. Our best winger this year is actually a backup right back option that we spent 1 million on last season, which is odd. Issue is, we try to play some nice football. You pass at the back, nice little triangles, nice little layoffs. It's good. It's good football in theory. However, when it comes to being effective, it's just too easy to mark out because we're just not fast enough doing it. Everton literally are one of the worst teams I've seen. Everton fans would admit that. Their team yesterday was awful. They could barely even pass, but they still won just by waiting on us to fall apart. And it's embarrassing, to say the least. As a Burnley fan, I am very relieved that we are down, and that next year I can look forward back to derby days. I also can't wait just to win some games in general, and also, no VAR! You can't tell I really despise VAR. I hope that it gets completely eradicated. But that will never happen, will it? Because they want to make it a stupid show for everyone else involved to watch on TV. So, how am I going to end this? Doing an actual video essay is not worth doing. It's very simple on how this entire season went over. We basically ripped apart the entire team for no reason. So that's it. In terms of Vincent Kompany, I mean, he's a young manager. The thing is, for me, we still have an identity. It just doesn't work right now. It could work in future. Have to find out. But Kompany is, without a doubt, the best manager to get us back up again. So, I mean, I have no complaints about Kompany staying. Of course, I do think he's made some really strange decisions this season. And I can only hope that he learns from it. Only difference is now that there's now going to be proper high expectation on Vincent Kompany for next season, and if we do go up, then we will have to see what we do if we do get back up again. But look, let's not look that far ahead. Let's hope that we win some games next year and hopefully maybe be in top 6, and that's kind of where I'm hoping right now. We have some good players, may sell a few, make a bit of money here or there, and then maybe buy also a few as well, and then just I'm looking forward just to win games. And no VAR. No VAR. Oh, just saying that makes me happy. Up the Championship. See you next season, boys.